Now let's talk about this judge. The judge is named Hannah Dugan, D-U-G-A-N. And she was arrested last week, Milwaukee County Circuit Court, on obstruction charges after she allegedly misdirected ICE agents, said, go look over here, when in fact the illegal alien was over there because they were seeking to arrest him, who had a hearing before her court. And she literally misdirected the ICE agents, and he was going out of one door. They told the ICE agents he would be going out of another door, and so the judge has now been, in fact, arrested. And federal agents from ICE, FBI, Customs Border Patrol, DEA attempted to arrest him. Dugan demanded that the officers proceed to the Chief Judge's office, and after his hearing ended, the illegal alien's hearing ended, escorted him and his attorney out a restricted jury door, bypassing the public area where agents were waiting to arrest him and to deport him. So the judge has now been arrested. And now you have all these Democrats defending the judge, not unlike they were defending Abrego Garcia, not unlike the way they were defending Luigi Mangione, not unlike the way they were defending George Floyd. Tammy Bruce, Wisconsin senator, said, in the United States, we have a system of checks and balances and separation of power for damn good reasons. The president's administration arresting a sitting judge is a gravely serious and drastic move, and it threatens to breach those very separations of power. She's not concerned that this sitting judge was attempted to allow an illegal alien to avoid arrest and deportation. She continued, and I'm quoting, "Make no mistake, we do not have kings in this country. We are a democracy." Actually, we're a republic, but that's beside the point. "Governed by laws that everyone must abide by relentlessly attacking the judicial system, flouting court orders, and arresting a sitting judge. This president is putting these basic democratic values we hold, that Wisconsinites hold dear, to the line." End of quote. And the Wisconsin governor, Tony Evers, issued a statement describing the arrest of this judge as a, quote, dangerous attack and an attempt to undermine our judiciary at every level, end of quote. Democrat Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, she conceded that, well, there are still some details that might come to light, but the arrest is a grave step and undermines our systems of checks and balances and is a drastic move that threatens the rule of law. Chris Van Hollen, back in the United States after his taxpayer-funded junket to El Salvador, said, "This is what fascism looks like." End of quote. Even over on CNN, Trump-hating CNN, their crime reporter said, those who arrested the judge, they have a case. Number 14.
Caitlin Pollins, I want to start with you on our latest reporting around this, because this, of course, a very sensitive area for state and local officials. Their interactions with the federal government, of course, always highly scrutinized as a general matter. Clearly, this judge is in a difficult position now. What do we know about what her plans are to try to fight back against this, and what the administration's next moves are?
Well, they have a case, and that case is going to go on in court. She hasn't entered.
Hold on. Did she just say, well, the Trump administration has a case? Can I hear that part again?
That case is going to go on in court. She hasn't entered.
Against this, and what the administration's next moves are?
Well, they have a case, and that case is going to go on in court. She hasn't entered a pleading yet. She was released after appearance. But one of the things that I think should really be highlighted here is the case against the judge, it's unusual, but it's not unprecedented. There has been a case like this before in 2019 during the first Trump administration, charging a judge in Massachusetts who was accused of something very similar, trying to usher someone out of that courtroom as ICE officials were waiting for that defendant. In that case, that ended up being resolved. Those charges were dropped in the Biden administration against that judge in Massachusetts, but she ended up cutting a deal. So it was a legitimate case there as well.
The Biden administration, in that other case that they're referring to, literally dropped the charges. So this is not the first time this has happened. A judge tells ICE, look at this door over here, when in fact the illegal alien was going out of a different door because the judge wanted the illegal alien to evade arrest and deportation. Are you kidding me? And all these Democrats defending the judge? One pundit even said, this is illegal. David Brooks from the New York Times said, what the judge did was illegal, but on one hand, I admire it. It was an act of civil disobedience. You have to admire what she's done, even though it was illegal.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.